In today's video, we have my largest ShipMyCards order to date. This thing is freaking huge. Over $2,000, a few hundred cards, I believe. Let's get straight into it. First up, we have what looks to be some packs. A lot of Dragon Ball Z packs in here, it's Spider-Man packs. So I did buy these purely to resell. So I've sold these before in the past. So these are some Dragon Ball Z Series 2 hobby packs. So these are the rarer packs that contain the gold cards. These sell pretty well here in Australia. You'll see a lot of the stuff I've purchased is for sale at the Hobby Hangout, which is an upcoming card show in Sydney. That's this Saturday, so most of this stuff will be for that. And I've purchased it specifically for that because I want to get things cheap in the hands of kids and collectors, because that doesn't happen a whole lot in Australia. So most of this stuff is for sale in the upcoming show. If not, it'll go on my eBay store. The other packs in here are from the Spider-Man film cards. So this is from the animated series. These are pretty cool because you get a chance to get an autograph in these, and one of them is actually a Stan Lee autograph, and it's on Amazing Fantasy 15, which is the first appearance of Spider-Man. It's on that. It's got like that film cell in there, and then his autographs on the bottom. Pretty cool. I initially bought these film cards to sell. Same with these. I'm thinking I might open the Spider-Man cards because it'd be pretty cool to hit a Stan Lee autograph, right? That'd be awesome. Oops, sorry, dropped the box. Don't know why I said sorry. I'm apologizing to myself. This next lot, I think, is, yes, it is my Dragon Ball Z lot pickup. So this was actually pretty huge, this pickup. I did a video on this, a $200 lot video. I might do a pop-up on the screen. I spoke about how lots are your best friend when you're trying to collect on a budget, right? Because typically what happens is the person listing the lot is too lazy to check out the cards. And you can often find some really good wins in there. And Wax Museum Podcast sort of lives by this process as well. I love doing it. It's so fun because you get hidden gems, basically. And there's another method that I like to apply with these, right, is, you know, typically the first thing the person lists is the most expensive card or most expensive lot. And then if they list other lots at the same time, what will often happen is if you go really hard on price on the first lot, because that's the one that everyone really wants, nobody else bids on the rest. And that's what happened in this instance. I paid, you know, I think $30 or $40 USD for the first lot. If you go back and watch my video, I may be quoting the wrong numbers now, but I thought it was around that much. And then everything else sold for like 99 cents. And there's some pretty cool things in here. See if I can find it. It looks like it's in series order. There's a lot of inserts here that will allow me to definitely make my money back. So these are some of the base cards. I'll quickly show you what the inserts look like if I can find them. So those are some of the inserts from series 3. So I've already got duplicates of those, so I can definitely make my money back selling those alone. The reason why I bought this lot is, see if I can find it. Here's some more gold. So these gold cards from series 2 are those packs I just showed you a bit earlier. Vegeta, they'll sell for good money. The reason why I bought these is there's a clear card in there. There is a clear card in there, I should say. Not that one that I don't have. The clear cards are pretty rare. They show up. Here we go. Got this one as well. This is the one I don't have. So there's 4 to collect per series. There's 4 in series 2, 3, and 4. And they are 1 to 2 per hobby box. Hobby boxes are quite rare to find these days. Like I said, those gold packs, they have a chance to get these in them. This is the last one that I needed for that set, so I'm very happy. Everything else will basically be, or allow me to break even and then definitely make a nice, tasty profit, which I love to do with these kinds of sets, right? Because lots are so good. Like, anyone that tells you lots are no good on eBay, you're a bit silly, because so many people sleep on them, right? They'll sit there and they'll see, okay, the price is, I'm too lazy to look at the photos, the description's really poor. Like, no, when I see that stuff, that's when I get super freaking excited, because that's when you get the good deals. Now, keeping with the theme of Dragon Ball Z, I picked up this booster box, Holochrome Archive Edition. It's open, but it has 24 packs in there, which ShipMyCards counted for me. These are some pretty nice looking cards. I think these are the cards that they are actually in there. Except they look nicer than this. They have like a rainbow refractor in the background, not just this matte finish. So there's 2 sets. There's, you know, this, the Holochrome Archive Edition. And then you've also got Chromium, which is what this one is. They have the same cards and then they just have a different rainbow refractor. For those sports guys out there, as you can see on the box, yeah, it's got that rainbow finish. The holochrome basically look like your silver prisms, which is pretty cool. These packs also do very well, so they'll be for sale at the Sydney Hobby Hangout. If not, they'll be for sale on my eBay store. Let me just quickly check that the packs are the correct. Yep, holochrome packs, all good. Now, before I get to more sports cards, I want to touch on one thing. That seller, actually not that seller, I'll get to that in a second. That can wait a bit longer, actually. What do we want to do now? Let's go to this box over here. So this is a lot of slabs. There's actually a lot of slabs coming up. And this is a mixture of Pokemon and sports cards, if I remember correctly, primarily Pokemon. Here are the boxes. So we start with over here. You've got a first edition Cloyster Pokemon Unlimited. So like I said, let me just touch on this. Sorry if I'm rambling. The reason why I picked up so many slabs is, like I said, I wanted to get them in the hands of kids, get them into the hands of collectors for cheap, because what often happens here in Australia is prices on eBay are obviously a bit more competitive, and not competitive, I should say. They're a bit more pricier and a bit more expensive compared to what you get in the States, just because, you know, we have less volume here, okay? But then what often happens is when you go to a card show, people charge more than what they charge on eBay Australia, which I've always thought was strange, right? You know, there's no fees. So my logic was always you'd go to a show and you'd price things a little bit lower for sale, right? It doesn't really happen here in Australia. So I want to try and challenge that a little bit. A lot of these cards I bought for relatively cheap. I'm not going to price them following eBay or following Australian standards. I'm going to try and go for, you know, what you'd expect to find at a US card show. Maybe I'm a bit silly for doing that and I might sell my cards too cheap, but I don't really care. There's a lot of Pokemon here, a lot of entry-level sports cards that I want to get in the hands of kids. I'll make my money back, make a very small profit to make the money back I'm paying for my table at the show, and hopefully some kids, you know, can get some cards in hands that they wouldn't normally get. So this is pretty cool. Fossil Unlimited Cloyster. You've got a limited base set from the original Pokemon set of Machop. You've got a first edition Goldeen from Pokemon Jungle. First edition Golbat from Pokemon Fossil. You've got some sports cards, which we'll get to in a second. I think there's only 3 from a CGC CSG perspective. You've got a third print of the Topps Chrome, or Pokemon Topps. I don't think it's called Topps Chrome Bulbasaur. Low grade, like I said, it's purely there for kids. Series 2 of the top set, again there for kids. Random holo from a base set, Feeble. Nothing super exciting, but I'm sure a kid will love that. Then I think the next 3 cards I picked up from one seller on MySlabs for really cheap. MySlabs is a really good play if you're trying to get slabs for your PC on cheap, because you can get so many cards cheap, and I'll get to that in a sec later on. These are just 3 entry-level V cards from one of the newer sets. Then also here, we've got a Fire Energy from the Gym Challenge First Edition. Again, nothing super exciting, nothing super expensive, but I'm sure there's kids out there that would love to get their hands on that. This is a pretty cool red pulsar of Adama Traore. Plays for Barcelona now, I believe, CSG 9.5. CSG and CGC slabs, I think, are my favorite. They are crystal clear. If you haven't seen these in person, you need to. These feel a lot better in hand. Obviously, PSA slabs feel like crap in hand. I really like HGA slabs. These feel amazing. And the new labels on the new CSG slabs look awesome as well. I don't mind these. These have no subgrades, but the new ones are a bit better. You got a Phil Foden CSG 9. Again, base level. Just there for people to try and get a card in hand for cheap. Same thing here with Paul Pogba. If you're a fan of Man U, or you're a fan of France, or you love Paul Pogba, buy this card. It'll look pretty cool on your shelf. Now, before we go into some more slabs, I thought I'd touch on a little bit more Dragon Ball Z stuff, which I've set aside over here. Got a whole bunch of cards over here that I picked up for really cheap. So these are some inserts across the Series 2 and 3 hobby sets. These first ones are all Series 2 hobby sets. These ones are the gold cards from Series 3, except for that one. So you get some pretty cool cards in here, like that Super Saiyan Goku one is freaking sick. So I've got these doubles. I've sold plenty of them in the past. I will sell them again. People love them. It's really hard to get them in good condition, so I'm going to check them out. I would like to get a set graded. You can sort of see I've got some of the Series 2, which is these cards. I've got a full set of those graded in the silver version, which is what's in the retail packs. I'm going to get these graded as well. So that's why I bought them again. These are the Holochrome Archive Edition Ripple Foil. So that box I showed you, that red box earlier. These are the insets you get from that set. There is 1 or 2 per box. So they are quite rare, 9 in total. The way you can tell is because they have a, see that like laser there in the background, those lines. A bit hard to tell on that one. But they're pretty cool. So I'm sure some collector out in Australia will love to get their hands on those because, you know, it's hard to find them given that they are 1 to 2 per box and there's 8 to collect in total. And in terms of a pretty awesome purchase for my PC, we'll get to that now. Some Italy cards. I've touched on this in the past. Select 2020 Euros is a really important set for me as a collector, even though it's only recent. Italy won the Euros when they did the replay of the Euros last year. Very exciting. So I've mentioned this before on the channel as well. Like when I'm chasing cards for my PC or cards that I think are going to be valuable long term in terms of prisms and inserts and things like that, because so many of these players are in sets year after year, how many like golds are they going to have it as an example? So my logic is Italy won the Euros. This is the set that relates to that event. I want to try and get as many parallels, as many prisms related to those players for my PC as possible because it's pretty cool they're tied to the championship winning season, right? So that's pretty cool. That's out of 225. We've got an Insigne, also Italy player, out of, I think, 79. The purple of Donnarumma, who is a king, best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion, out of 79. They've got a Bernardeschi red out of 145, 165, I should say. We've got a silver prism there of Insigne again. Before we get to that, we have a gold unlimited potential insert from the set. So this is out of 10 for Donnarumma as well. And that's pretty cool, right? I've already got the base card in gold of Donnarumma over here. So I already had that. Now I've got the unlimited potential insert. There's one more access denied insert that I also need, but that's pretty sick to have. I think it's awesome to have cards running the championship winning seasons like that. Now this is actually probably the best pickup of the lot. I pay a lot of money for this. This is a Marco Verratti 1/1 patch auto. Pretty cool. It's part of the emblem. You can sort of see the bottom of the star there. Really sick. So it is a 1/1. What's really cool, and a cool message with this that I don't think many people know about, which is why I think this sold for so cheap. I'm not sure if this is common amongst retail and popular sets like basketball, football, and things like that. But what they did for Select 2020 Euro, for the patch autos, there's obviously a checklist of, say, like 20 players. Rather than give every player a base card, a base patch auto, and then an out of 10, and then an out of 5, and 25, and then an out of 1, they sort of mixed those up. So some players only had base patch autos. Some players only had out of 10 patch autos. Marco Verratti only has a 1/1. So it's a true 1/1. There is no other Marco Verratti patch auto base numbered out of anything other than this 1/1. That's freaking awesome. I love to have this in my PC. I'm going to get this graded purely just to protect it. I'm not a huge fan of one touches, to be honest. The only downside, it's not going to get a good grade because you can see that corner's a bit squished, but the fact that it's a true 1/1, which is almost unheard of these days because I don't think it happens too often, that's freaking sick for the PC. Now we'll get into some more Dragon Ball Z stuff. This is a really cool booster box that I picked up. For those of you that are regular on the channels before, well, behind all that stuff you can see there on the shelf, I've got a bunch of art box sealed boxes. I have one of every set released so far, except for the hobby boxes in Series 2 and 3, and then a retail for Series 4. Now, I didn't know, this is the first time I've ever seen this box, so I picked it up on eBay. Unfortunately, these never came sealed. There are 24 packs in here, but the box is like really damaged. It looks like it has been displayed. The plan for me would be to take the packs out, sell them, and just keep the box. They never came sealed, so do I want to keep them as part of my collection? I don't. It just seems a bit strange to me. Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments below, but this is the only one I've ever seen. It's very rare. I very much doubt there's going to be another box ever listed on eBay. That's how rare this box is, so awesome to have that. I know a lot of people probably don't appreciate that if you're coming from a sports perspective, but this is like the only one I've ever seen. I've been looking for many years, right? The only time I've ever seen an image of this was I scoured through Google Images one night for like 4 hours as I was watching YouTube videos, and I found an image and I saved it to my computer. And then when this popped up on eBay, I was like, yep, I'm taking that. Now to keep with that theme of really rare Dragon Ball Z stuff that I'd never seen before, a couple weeks later, this is Series 4, the retail version. That box I just showed you was Series 3 hobby version. I've already got a sealed box of the hobby version from Series 4. Similar to the vein of what I just said, this is the only retail box of Series 4 that I have ever seen. And I've been looking for many years. And I've spoken to other collectors that collect art box Dragon Ball Z cards as heavy as I do. These are from, you know, the late 90s, early, like 2001, 2002, so on and so forth. This is the only one we've ever seen. So the fact that I got this for so cheap is amazing. The box is a bit beat up, but you're probably never going to see one of these again. So if you're a true collector out there, you'll appreciate how excited I am to have something like this in my PC because, you know, it doesn't, you don't really get too many chances in life as a collector to get something that maybe nobody else in the world has, right? And that's, I'm so proud to have that and very happy to have that in my collection. It's going to stay on the shelf for life. Now, what's in this box? A bunch of slabs. Are these sports? No, this is all Pokemon. So get them all out. They're all sleeved. Again, similar to what I told you a bit earlier, the plan with these is sell slabs for cheap so kids can get them. So there's nothing super overly expensive in here. I just thought it would be pretty cool to get for the show, and then whatever doesn't sell, keep for the collection. So we've got a Japanese version here of Charmander. It's Blaine's Charmander from the Grim City Gym deck, PSA 9, pretty cool to have. Got a Crocodile PSA 9 from the Japanese Neo set. We've got a Quilava from the same set, PSA 9 as well. We have a Grimer first edition from Fossil, PSA 9. Venonat first edition from Jungle. We've got an Omanite from Fossil, PSA 9, first edition as well. Yellow Cheeks Pikachu, base set from the original Pokemon set. Not Shadowless, unfortunately, but a bit too expensive. You've got to build the trainer card here, again from the base set, not Shadowless. Vulpix, base set, or unlimited set, I should say, PSA 9. You've got a Bulbasaur, unlimited PSA 9. So like I said, most of these were relatively cheap, so I'm going to price them very competitively. I'm expecting these to fly off the shelf. If they don't, so be it. They will when I put them on eBay, but it's just pretty cool. And it's always been disappointing how like I said a bit earlier, in Australia, people charge you an arm and a leg at shows. I don't get it. I hate it. It's dumb. Charge things, get things off your table. If you sell it for a bit less than what you wanted, who cares? You're making a profit. You never go broke taking a profit. We've got a PSA 9 Squirtle of the Unlimited set as well. Really cool to have those two. I wish I had another Charmander, but I sold that recently. We have two Mews from the Black Star promo from Pokemon 2000. If one of these doesn't sell, I'll keep it. We've got something pretty cool here. We've got two EVs. Not first edition, unfortunately, from Jungle. I'll keep this one for my daughter. This one will get for sale. Then we've got two Jigglypuffs. Again, these are both first edition from Jungle, so that's pretty cool. Keep that one for my daughter. This one will get sold. We've got a Surfing Pikachu and a Flying Pikachu from Pokemon XY Evolutions. Pretty cool. I think a kid will love to get their hands on those. We've got a Doduo from the original Unlimited set. We have a Charmander, Shadowless, PSA 5. It's low, but it's going to be affordable for someone. Now, to give you some context, I picked up this next lot of cards from MySlabs for dirt cheap. MySlabs, like I said a bit earlier, I think go for that if you're looking for slabs for your PC, because people are getting desperate. They're selling cards for like 10% of what they paid for a grading fee. You've got a Pokemon Jungle PSA 8 Pikachu. You've got a Mr. Mime Hollow PSA 5 Jungle, not first edition, nothing amazing. You've got a Charmeleon here PSA 6 from the Unlimited set. Charmeleon PSA 7 from the Unlimited set. And then these next four cards I got from a seller. I think they worked out to be like, $5 or $10 USD each. You've got Piplup, Mudkip, Grookey, and Oshawott from the Celebrations McDonald's set. They're going to go pretty fast, I would say, because they're freaking cute and they're pretty cool. So with that, hoping these don't freaking fall over. Give me a second. Those two are for the PC. This last lot of cards is all sports cards. So if you're a sports fan, apologies that you've had to look at Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon in the interim, but I hope you can appreciate the collecting journey, right? And if you're unaware, if you haven't used ShipMyCards before, please, give me a shout out, or reach out, I should say, not a shout out, and I'll be more than happy to guide you through it, right? Because it's an awesome service, and I think if you're an Aussie and you're not using it, you are very, very silly, because the amount of money that you can save, the access you can get to cards that don't ship to Australia is immense. It's just awesome to build your collection, because you can get so many cards for so cheap, which means you can buy more cards than you would expect to, especially if you're someone like me collecting on a budget, right? The fact that you can get access to so many cards for so cheap is bloody amazing. And I'll shift those. Sorry, my mouse is in the way. We've got some soccer first. So you've got Luke Wilkshire and a Lucas Neal Australian 2014 Panini Prism, World Cup Prism. These are both PSA 9 base cards. Nothing amazing, but they should do well at the Hobby Hangout. You've got then a Hugo Campanaro PSA 9 from the same set. Sergio Aguero, there should be two. Yes, there is. Both PSA 9s from the same set. Eden Hazard, PSA 8 from the same set. You've got some more stuff here from Select 2020 Euros. So this is a Timo Werner, Germany player, plays for Chelsea. I might keep this for my collection because I'm a Chelsea fan. 32 of 49 Camo Prism. Pretty cool looking card. If not, that'll go for sale at the Hobby Hangout. Silver Prism, oh, not silver, Tricolor Prism of Paul Pogba. From the same set, a base insert here of Unlimited Potential from Donnarumma. I showed you the gold earlier. It's pretty cool. We've got two Italy players here, Nicolo Barella and Federico Chiesa. Both PSA 10s, rookie card, not a rookie card. Not sure if I'll sell these or not. I'll put them for sale. If they don't sell, I'll just keep them for my PC. Pretty cool to have Italy players in your set. This is a pretty cool one here. David De Gea, or De Gea, I should say. PSA 10. This is an SP. The way you can tell these are SPs. I think these were only in the retail exclusive sets. They have a red box as opposed to the black box that you can see there at the bottom. This is a Victor, I can't pronounce his surname, so I do apologize if you are Ukrainian or from that region. Rookie card PSA 10. You've then got a Serena Williams. I believe this is her rookie card, PSA 7, nothing amazing. I picked this up because the same seller sold me a bunch of other things. So basically I got this for like $5 US and I added it to the list. Then we have a second year Ken Griffey Jr. Always good to have those. Baseball doesn't do too well here in Australia, unfortunately. Well, not from where I'm located anyway, but it is what it is. We've got a Daniel Ricciardo PSA 8 Topps Chrome F1 base. Nothing amazing, but should do well in Australia. I picked this up for a couple bucks. I think it was like $2 US shipped because I want to learn how to crack, or I want to crack, not learn. I want to crack a BGS slab. So this is a cheap way to do that. We've then got two very, very low-grade LaMelo rookies from Panini Select. Blue retails, both of them, the two alternate base cards. Nothing super amazing. I got these very cheap from My Slabs as well. Just thought it'd be good to maybe hopefully get a kid to get something, get a Lamella rookie for like under 20 bucks, right? Under $20 Australian. Keep in mind that's like what, $10, $12 US. You've then got a silver prism of Rui Hachimura from Topps, or NBA Hoops, I should say. And then De'Aaron Fox, rookie class from Panini Prestige. And then a bit more basketball over here. We've got LeBron James from Illusions PSA 9. You've got a Magic Johnson PSA 9 from 90s Fleer. You've then got 3 Luka prisms, or not prisms, base cards from the prism set, or PSA 9. Don't know what this guy was thinking, but it is what it is. I got these for like dirt cheap. So if a kid wants a Luka card, they can get one off me. I've got a Giannis from the same set. I've got a Bol from Panini Select rookie card. I'm sure someone will like that. Another Rui Hachimura. This time it's just the base rookie card. Got a Matisse Thibault PSA 9 holo from Optic. Don Russ, rated rookie, pretty cool looking card. He's Aussie, so that should do very well. And then finally, the only football card I picked up, a red, white, and blue prism of Sam Darnold. So hope you liked that pickup. I don't think I missed anything. Like I said, if you haven't used ShipMyCards before, you seriously need to, because it's so affordable and it's such a fantastic service. They package things so well for you. They offer grading services through there as well. They'll do things for you if you have, like, you picked up a card and you want to see if it's better condition or not, like this Markov Rating 1 of 1. They do scans, like proper scans for you, so you can see things up close. They're just phenomenal. And what happened with a few other things as well, like this box that I picked up. So they saw that the box was like damaged and ripped and things when they packaged it for me, or when they first received it. And they sent me a comment saying, you know, this package is damaged. You might want to follow up with the person you bought it from. So they're really, really good like that. And I just think if you're not using them and you're in Australia, you're absolutely crazy. You save so much money, you get access to so many cards. The fees are very minimal. You save, even with the fees and the shipping costs back home, you're saving thousands of dollars, right? Like I got these cards, and if I was to buy these in Australia, I probably would have paid twice as much as what I paid, right? Because we have such a huge premium with taxes, with like shipping fees for individual cards and things like that. It's absolutely crazy. So they're awesome. Even if you're based in the States and you're tempted to use them, I think it's still worth it, right? Because number one, if you have a wife like I do, it's a pretty good way to prevent seeing so many packages come to your door every week, right? You get them all shipped to one place and get one big package every now and then. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Let me know what your favorite card was down below. Let me know whether you think I should get this card graded or not. I know a lot of people say don't grade 1 of 1s, but this one is freaking awesome. It's a true 1 of 1. I want to keep it pristine for my PC, even though it's got a damaged corner. I just like the comfort that's going to be in the case. So let me know your thoughts on that. I know some of you will say, we're doing a one-touch, the same thing. True, but let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.